going to be me showing you some healthy and simple breakfast options, which I've been loving. They're also both vegetarian, so that's a plus. I hope you enjoy. So the two things I'm going to be making today are one thing's called toad in a hole, I think. I used to call it an egg in a blanket because I had no idea what it was called, but recently I found out that that's what the name for it is. So I'm going to be making that, but I'm also going to be adding a little twist onto it, and then I'm going to be making my like super packed oatmeal. It's really awesome. It's not just any oatmeal. It has a bunch of really awesome things in there, super healthy also. And I'm also going to be talking about this one drink. It's basically like coffee to go. It's also, you know, all organic and all that. So that's what I'm going to be doing for this breakfast video. So the first thing I did to make my oatmeal is we just have this steel cut oatmeal. It's not just like the stuff in the packets that you just put in water and it's like made. This is different. It's better for you, and it also tastes way better, like the consistency. So I just have it in this jar. And I just pour, just so it covers like the bottom. That should be enough, just like that. And the next thing I'm going to do is I take some boiling water and I just pour it in here and I let it sit for about an hour. So I actually ended up moving it to a different pot, but this is what it looks like. It sat for about an hour, so it's now, you know, all, you know, whatever you want to call it. So now what you have to do is I'm going to cover it, I'm going to turn the burner on, I'm going to cook it for about 15 minutes. Where's the cook? So the oatmeal has been like simmering for around 10 minutes. So now it's finished cooking. I'm going to turn it off. And it looks good. So that's pretty straightforward. And then I'm going to put it in this cute little oversized mug that I eat it from. So here is the oatmeal. It's finished. It looks pretty good. It smells pretty good too. And so now this is the time where I add all the finishing touches, which is basically like what makes the oatmeal good. So I'm going to show you that right now. So here we have all the things I'm going to use in my oatmeal. We have sunflower seeds, and then we have organic milled flax seeds. They should be milled so it's like a powder, or else, you know, it's easier to eat like this. And then we have some manuka honey, which is the best kind of honey. It's really good for you. I add it just for a little sweetness. And then I have some currants. You can add anything. You can add dried cherries, cranberries, but this is what I like. And lastly, some coconut oil. So I basically just take 1 spoon of each thing I'm gonna add in. Here I got my sunflower seeds. I take a nice helpful spoon, or heaping spoon. I put it in there. And then I take my flax seeds. And maybe for the flax seeds I won't do a whole spoon because that's a lot. I'll just do like half a spoon, like that. That looks good. And you might think that this doesn't taste good, but it really does taste good. I mean, the flax seeds really don't have much flavor. The flavor part comes in now. I got my currants. And I think I'm gonna add almost everything that's left because there's not much left. Yeah, maybe I'll leave a little bit, but that looks good. And then I'm gonna add the honey last. I'll do the coconut oil right now. Also gonna do like half a spoon, like that much. Also doesn't really have flavor. If it does, it has a good flavor. It's like, you know, coconutty. Okay. And manuka honey. I only use like about this much. And there you have it. So this was the first part of my breakfast video. Here you have this supercharged oatmeal. It's really delicious, so if you want something that's healthy, something that's fast and it tastes good, this is it. It's really good. It's still pretty hot because it was just boiling. It's really delicious. Alright guys, so it's actually the evening now, but I just realized when I was making my video that I didn't have all the ingredients for the second part, the second breakfast idea, so that's why I had to wait. But I got everything now. We went grocery shopping, so it's all good. So the second thing I'm going to be doing is the toast recipe that's called toad in a hole. And so all I need for that is a piece of toast, a piece of bread, an avocado because I'm going to add my own little twist on it, and 1 egg. So here we go. So the first thing I do before I start anything is I'm going to take just one glass like this. It's better if it has a narrower like mouth because it has to fit in the piece of bread. And so I just put it here in the middle, I press it down, and this is where the egg is going to go, right in the middle. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get some coconut oil once again. We love coconut oil. I'm just going to get some on the spoon. I'm going to put it on the pan so I can cook the egg and the toast. So I put it on the pan and turn it on. There we go. It has to be low so you don't burn the toast. Toasty but not too toasty. So then I'm going to get the bread that I cut out the hole in. And well, actually I need to wait a little bit until the coconut oil melts. I'm also going to need a spatula. Alright, so the coconut oil has now melted. So now I'm going to take the toast, I'm going to put it on. I'm just going to let it basically get, you know, a little toasty. Well, I'm saying toasty a lot. I'm going to let it cook a little bit on both sides so it's not just, you know, completely raw. So it has a little bit of a crunch to it. So I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm going to flip it over to the other side. There we go. So I'm going to cook it on both sides, obviously. Alright, it's done cooking, so I'm going to take it off the pan and put it on my plate. That's how it looks. It came out pretty nice. I think this is the best one I ever did because usually it's like, gets all messy. This is good. And now I'm going to add my special twist to it. So the twist I'm Ta-da! Here is the finished product. It looks really delicious. And the last thing I have for my breakfast is I usually top it off with some of this really cool malt milk. It's basically a whole bunch of different nut milks. I usually have one with coffee and pecan milk and some maple syrup. That is basically, it's so delicious. Basically just like coffee to go. Like, it's better than Starbucks. It's amazing. But I finished that one. So right now I have this just cashew milk, just, you know, organic cashew milk. I'm just gonna pour it. It tastes really good because usually like almond milks and they like things like that, if they're unsweetened, they don't have sugar, they taste really like just weird. They don't taste good, like bitter or whatever. But this tastes really good. It's delicious. It has like a sweetness to it, but it's just like a natural sweetness. So I like to have this for my breakfast. Alright guys, that is it for my simple breakfast ideas video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got some cool ideas. I hope maybe you use them in the future because they are really delicious and good for you. So yeah, that was really fun. I just wanted to share that with you guys because I've really been enjoying breakfast, and I usually never actually used to eat breakfast because I'm not hungry in the morning, but with these options, I have breakfast every morning. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!